A big hello and welcome to all the planner mums, glam mums, and all my subscribers. Hope each one of you are doing well. I'm well and hope the same for each one of you. So, if you're one of my returning subscribers, you know that I was in India for vacation. So, I was able to pick up 9 books. I know it's not a very big haul, but it's a big haul enough because I had to get these books all the way to Riyadh. So, yeah, there are 9 books. Out of that, 6 are romance, and like in this one, fantasy, 2 fantasy books as well, and the rest 3 are self-growth books. So I'll be hauling, I'll be just going through the back of the book and talking about it. However, I also picked up the new Kindle Paperwhite. I'll be posting a video about that unboxing as well. So that was another very good book investment for me to get a new Kindle, because my old Kindle is a little slow now, and it's been 7 years with me. So this is my second Kindle. I'm excited. I've already started reading. Right now I'm reading LJ Sean's new release called Handsome Devil, and I'll be posting definitely the video for it shortly. I'm enjoying the book. It's definitely going to be a 5-star. I love LJ Sean books, so stay tuned for that. So let's begin the haul. So first I'll start with the romance section, and then I'll move on to the self-help section. So the first book that I picked up was, this is like a special edition. This was my first romance book I ever read in my life, so you can understand this book is definitely going to be like the special book of my life. I'm gonna always keep it. This book, I picked it up in Amazon. This is not my copy. My copy got lost during college years, so that's why I needed to get this book. This is a beautiful story. I don't think so you'll find it other than in Amazon. It's called Return to Summer, and this is like, there could never be anything between Sarah Maxwell and Andres Navarro. 15 years ago, innocent Sarah had made love to Andres' brother and had given birth to his child. Sarah's pride had kept her silent. She left the Navarro's lush ranch before the summer had ended and endured the humiliation of being 17, pregnant and unmarried. She never thought she would return with her son, never imagined anyone would learn the truth, and never in her wildest dreams thought she would find Andres waiting, wanting her more than ever. This is my first romance, so you can imagine how good it was, and it was my first experience to a romance novel as well. This is a beautiful book, so I'm excited to reread it again. I'll not be having a Kindle, so definitely will be reading this. The next book, First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I picked up this from Landmark and from Crossword Patna in one of the malls. So this is the First Time Caller by B.K. I've heard a lot about it. I think I do have the Kindle copy as well, but it's in the Kindle Unlimited. So it is on air. Absolute magic lives inside these pages. Aiden Valentine has a secret. He's fallen out of love with love, which is the host of Baltimore's romance hotline Heartstrings, is a bit of a problem. When a young girl calls in the station asking for dating advice for her mother, Lucy, the interview goes viral, thrusting Aiden and Heartstring into limelight. Lucy Stone thought she was doing just fine, but with all the Baltimore scrutinizing her love life or lack of, she begins to question whether she's happy as she thought. Maybe a little more romance wouldn't be such a bad thing. Everyone wants Lucy to find her happy ending, even the handsome, temperamental man calling the shots. But as sparks start to fly behind the scenes, Lucy just make the final call between a radio-sponsored Happily Ever After or the man in the headphone next to her. So this is one other book that I picked up. I have read good reviews about it, so it will be nice unearthing these books as well. So this is another. This Ali Hazelwood Bride, I've not read any Ali Hazelwood book yet. I think I have all of them in my Kindle, but I have not read any book. So I think I'm going to start with this Bride. I think the next part of the book is also, I have pre-ordered. It will be releasing this year, so it's different stories, but it's like the same series. And this is normal romance, so that's going to be nice. This is about the werewolf. It's called Bride. I love the cover, how it looked. This I picked up from, I think this I picked up from in a South City Mall. There is Starmark, the bookshop. That's where I picked up this book in. So Misery Lark, the only daughter of the most powerful vampire councilman of Southwest, is an outcast again. Her days of living in anonymity among the humans are over. She has been called upon to uphold the historic peacekeeping alliance between the vampires and their mortal enemies, the wares, the sea, and sees little choice but to surrender herself in the exchange again. It's a marriage of convenience. Wares are the ruthless and unpredictable, and their alpha, Louis Morland, is no exception. He rules his pack with absolute authority, but not without justice. And unlike the Vampire Council, not without feeling. It is clear from the way he tracks Misery's every movement that he doesn't trust her. If only she knew how right he was. Because Misery has her own reasons to agree to this marriage of convenience, reasons that nothing has to do with politics or alliance, and everything to do with only things she's ever cared about. And she's willing to do whatever it takes to get back what's hers, even if it means life alone in their territory, alone with the wolf. So this is her love hypothesis was very famous, so let's see how this book would be. But I know the second book is also coming. It's already pre-ordered in mine, so we'll read this book first. I think this will be my first Sally Hazelwood book to start with. Then came Rewind It Back. This I picked it up also from Patna Crossword. Rewind It Back. This I'm going through this series already. I've read the first two books. The third book I've read half, 50%, and this is the fifth book. So the third, fourth, and the fifth book I still have to read, but this is the last book in the series, and so I wanted to have a hard copy also. So Hallie, I think this is Rio. We met him. He's the cutest character of all of the books, so I'm excited to read about him. Hallie, when I was 11, my family moved next door to his. When I was 16, we fell for each other, and when I was 19, we broke each other's hearts. 6 years later, I've landed an internship with a big name interior designer in a new city. Unfortunately, that city just happens to be one he plays hockey for. I thought Chicago was big enough to avoid him until unknowingly moving right next door. Even worse, my new job means I have to renovate his house. I may have loved Rio de Luca once, but I'm not the same girl anymore. I never thought I would be the only single one left in my friend group, but after years of trying to find love, I've concluded it may not exist for me. That is until I accidentally hire Hallie Hart to renovate my house and find myself rewinding memories I have kept secret for years. The connections I've been looking for since I moved to Chicago, I found it when I was 12 years old. And now the only girls I've ever loved is moving into the house next door again. So this is going to be, I love I have read Mile High, Right Move. Caught Up, I've finished half. So Right Move so far has been my favorite. People say Play Along is also very good. So definitely I'll be finishing off this series as well. And I have already posted the videos for Mile High and Right Move if you're interested to see my spoiler-free review. I always post videos without spoilers because I don't want to spoil the reader's fun. And it's not fair to the author as well, because at the end, I want you to read the books, I want you to buy the books, or it's always good to support them rather than buying pirated or duplicate copies. Buy the original books or buy the Kindle version. That is the fair thing to do for the authors. They take a lot of time to do these books. The next book I got is The Veiled Kingdom. I have the other two books in Kindle, but the first book I was not able to find in Amazon Kindle. That's the reason I bought this book. This I got it from Amazon directly. This book was not available in Kindle format, I'm not sure, and this is the first book. The second and third book is there. I don't know, it doesn't make sense, because if you want to read in Kindle, this is a fantasy romance, so I was hoping it to be the first book I read is in the Kindle, then get the subsequent, but it was not available, so I picked up The Veiled Kingdom from USA's today's best-selling author Holly Renee, author of the Stars and Shadows series, comes a scorching new fantasy romance that ignites the pages with relentless danger, forbidden passion, and intoxicating allure of enemies to lovers. So this is a part of a series. Fleeing my father's cruelty, the wicked king who robbed me of future, I face death in the streets, caught between a rebellion and a tyrant reign. Captured by those sworn to kill me, the rebels remain blind to my true identity, the missing daughter of the despised king. Faced with an impossible choice, I stand before them, join the rebel or face their blades. Yet Dacre, the son of the ruthless rebellion commander, becomes torn between suspicion and desire that mirrors my own. He allows no one to touch me and tries to protect me, yet threatens me at every turn. As secrets are weaved beyond our hidden realm, a fierce battle unfolds with me. As I get closer to the rebels and their cause, my loyalty of my kingdom clashes with undeniable devotion to Dacre and the burning connection between us. In a world where love and hate are two edges of the same blade, I find myself caught in delicate dance between forbidden desire and looming destiny. So this is the other book that I have got. So this is called The Veil Kingdom. I think Hashi mentioned the other two book. That again is in my Kindle, the next two books. But it's good to have fantasy romances. I like to have it in hand because you can see the map and all in the country, and most of them I have physical copies, so it's good. This is, I think, the Crowns of Nixia's fourth book or the fourth one, I think. I already have all of the books physical copies, so I had to pick this up. This is the new release. It released in August only. So Mish made the ultimate sacrifice to save those who loves and plunged the world into an eternal night. Now imprisoned by the gods and obsessed with revenge, Asar is desperate to find her again. When a goddess offers them a final path to redemption and back to each other, Asar and Mish embark in an extraordinary mission together. They must seize the power of the god of death so that Asar can do the impossible, ascend to the true divinity. Their journey will take them through mortal and immortal realms alongside both old friends and ruthless enemies. But as the underworld teeters the brink of collapse and the gods prepare for war, Asar and Mish must decide what they are willing to sacrifice in exchange for the power to defy death. In a game of vengeful gods and ancient betrayals, there are some depths that even love may not be able to repay. The Fallen and the Kiss of Dust is the stunning, heart-pounding sequel to The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, and the second book in the Shadowborn duet. So these are the first three, and this is the fourth book. So this is the new release which I picked up, and this will be added in my I have Carissa Broadband's all her books again, but I have not read any of her book yet. And definitely when I'll start with The Serpent of the Wings and Night. So this is the final fantasy book. So these are some of the fantasy books I bought. I also have downloaded some of Kindle books, which when I'll share my new Kindle, that's the time I'm going to show you some of the new releases that I picked up from my Kindle as well. And now let's move to self-help or self-growth. This book, I already have it in my Audible, Let Them. I have read the first chapter and I like this book a lot. And that these self-help books, I don't like to have Kindle versions. I only buy the Audible because when I'm doing gym and all, I hear it. Or I also buy the physical book because I like to hear them. I like to annotate them, like highlight everything when I read these books. So this theory, as I read the first chapter, I kind of know it. It's about, like, in life, if things happen to you, you just don't worry. You just say, let them. That's the theory's name. Her funda, or her what she follows, her mantra is going to be, it's called the let them theory. So if something doesn't happen your way, just if somebody, like anything in your life that happens, you just say let them. Don't take the unnecessary tension or the burden of others' expectations. If some people expect too much from you, let them. That's what you have to live your life. If something is not going your way, let it be, let them. That's the funda. So I'm excited to read. It's something very hard for a person who is I micromanage everything. I like everything to be organized. I like to plan things very much. So it's something very difficult for me to leave things the way they are, and I'm a people pleaser. So for a person like me who's a people pleaser, who finds it very hard to lose control of things, it'll be a good book to learn tips. And the author herself is a mom, and in the first chapter, what I remember is her son wants to wear a certain shoe, and they are going for a prom, and before she used to be like she wants him to wear that shoe. Now Now when she started, this is the first time she said, let it be, let them, let him get soaked, let him do whatever he wants. So kind of, my daughter, she's only 7, I tried implying a little of it. Sometimes she's very like persistent, she wants to wear this, she wants to wear this, and I'm like, no, now let it be, let it be. If she wants to do, let her be. So if she wants to do, that's how they will learn. Also the kids will learn. So a life-changing tool that million people can't stop talking about, Let Them Theory by Mel Gibson. This is, I think this book came out last year. If you're struggling to achieve your goals or feel a little happier, the problem isn't you. The problem is the power you give to other people. In this book, you will learn 2 words, let them, can set you free from the opinion, drama, and the judgment of others, free from the exhausting cycle of trying to manage everything and everyone around you. This is me totally. There is a better way to live. The Let Them theory is a proven method that teaches you how to protect your time, your energy, and focus on what matters to you. You have spent too long chasing approvals, managing other people's happiness, and letting their opinions hold you back. Learn how to stop giving your power away and start creating a life where you come first, your dreams, your goals, and your happiness. Let Them is a simple tool that millions of people around the world can't stop talking about because it works. The fastest way to take control of your life is to stop trying to control other people and focus on what you can control yourself. By letting other people live their life, you'll finally get to live yours. That's so true. So I'm excited to start reading this book, and I will definitely be sharing about how fun it was, because for my daughter Sawyer, who co-wrote this book with me, I love sharing the experience with you, even though there are many times you wanted to kill me. Okay, so this is stop wasting your life on things you can't control. Getting started, let them. So this book I'm going to devour very soon and try implying this. The next book is, if you have read 7 Habits by Stephen Covey, he came up with this book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Families, Creating a Nurturing Family in a Turbulent World. The 7 Habits, I've not read all of them, but of course I know the policy one. I know one of the habit, which is the sharpening of the saw, which is every year in your life you must sharpen your saw. That means you should keep learning new skills. Now I'm planning to go back to corporate world and start working again. I was a hotelier in HR, but it's been 7 years. I've been at home since 2018. It's time for me to go back. But more than that, I love reading self-help books because it makes you see the perspective to different sometimes leaders, and it makes you think your life, how you can structure. And this part of the book is more about family, and I'm part of, I have a kid and son, a kid and my husband. So this definitely is going to help me. So this is the next book I picked up. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Family is a practical guide to navigate the challenges of family life. The newly revised edition includes updated stories, thoughtful new insights from Sandra Merrill Covey, and the wisdom for navigating the challenges of modern digital culture. Rooted the 7 habits to be transformed the lives of millions, the book is filled with anecdotes from Covey's own family along with those of countless other family in every stage of life. Inside you'll find a breakdown of 7 habits with concrete methods for implementing each of them, reflection and application questions for both you and your family members, for everyone from young kids to adults, an index of common family challenges along with the address them, and much more. So this is the 7 habits. Let's see. So the habit 1 is to be proactive. Habit 2 is to begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Habit 3. Habit 4 is think win-win. Habit 5 is seek first to understand, then to be understood. Habit 6 is synergize. Synergize is like something to unite something. So that is the synergize or strength of everyone. Sharpen the saw, renewing the body, mind, heart and soul. So all the habits, 7 habits which are in the book are implemented here as well. That will be fun. So this is another book that I picked up. The final book for this haul is The Wealth Money Can't Buy by Robin Sharma, the 8 hidden habits to live your richest life. He's one of my favorite author. I've read his 5 a.m. Club. I've read his Manifesto of an Hero, and I've also read his the A Man Who Sold His Ferrari. So those books were some of them, and there was another Greatness Guide. That Greatness Guide was a daily. When we were in HR, we used to read like first one chapter every morning. So that was a good fun book to read also. Again, he is a part of the corporate world, and then he became a guru. And this book is called this is his most latest. Last year, it released. It's The Wealth Money Can't Buy. The Wealth Money Can't Buy offers you completely life-changing new philosophy and methodology of enjoying a honest, rich life, one filled with personal power, authenticity, exceptionally fulfilling work, and beautiful lifestyle that will cause you to feel the real fortune has finally smiled on you. Based on the 8 forms of wealth learning model that Robin Sharma, legendary personal growth expert and famed mentor to billionaires, professional sports superstars, and heads of state, has taught us, his clients with transformational results, the masterwork is sure to become a daily guide to enjoying the life of your highest dream. Discover the hidden habits to live a life, richest life, avoid the lasting regrets or potential unfulfilled. Wealth for everybody is different. For wealth, is some people it's monetary, some people it's health, but I think the real wealth is love. I think family. I think health is the biggest wealth as well, because you can be the richest CEO in the world, but if you don't have good health, if you're only going to be in the hospital and die, no point of that life. So I think wealth is the biggest the biggest wealth in life is health. The next is family, and if you have all the money in the world but no family to love you and you to love them back, then no point of a wealth like that. You will die alone and nobody will know you. So I think these two are the biggest wealth for me. And of course then comes the wealth monetary, because of course you can buy a lot of things with money. So to be real, that is also important, but how you achieve it is important. It's not that you do shortcuts and try earning as fast as you can. Rather, you grow and you earn your money at your pace, and honest money, and then enjoy the perks of working hard, getting the money. Anyways, let's see how this book would be, and I'll talk about it as well once I'm done. All of these, especially the self-help also, I will start reviewing, because I'll start reading with Let Them, and then I'm reading Atomic Habit as well. I've not finished it. It took me now this year at least. I'll try finishing 2 self-help. I read romances like a bread, like daily. I read it, but I'm going to add reading self-help as well in the mornings when my daughter is in school, so the books can sink in to me, and I'll share it with you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. I have recently had a very good massive haul for skincare and body care. I spent around 50,000 Indian rupees for Forest Essential. That's one of my favorite Indian brands. So if you're interested, you can watch that video. It is already uploaded. And also one haul for my daughter. If you have a kid like 7-year-old and if you're looking for good skincare, body care, Ayurvedic, if you're from India, or a good brand, highly recommend watching that video as well. I will be posting a lot more of my India trip videos, and of course the Kindle new books that I've bought in the Kindle, and my new Kindle video also coming up shortly. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and if you've stuck around all this time, I really appreciate you. Leave a hi in the comment, and please subscribe to my channel, because it means a lot to me. I'm a full-time mom, and the only way I can make some money is if you watch my YouTube and you subscribe, and because the more you watch in the YouTube algorithm, my video will be recommended to people who watch such videos, and my channel will get a boost. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care. Stay blessed.